Okay, again, good morning, Rizal. And this is, I think, one of the last lessons that we will have regarding circles. Okay? So, nung mga nakaraan, ang lesson natin ay tungkol sa pagkuha ng mga angles, no? Angles formed by secants, by chords, and by tangents. O yung mga inscribed, central. So, by this time around, we'll be dealing with the segments formed naman. So, syempre, kapag may mga nag-intersect na line, may mga segments na nabuo. So, we only have three theorems. Napakadali lang ito. Simpleng-simple. First theorem, if two chords of a circle intersect, then the product, so dun tayo, product of the measures of the segments of one chord is equal to, again, the product of the measure of the other chord. Ibig sabihin daw, pag minultiply natin yung sukat ng dalawang segment sa isang chord, equal siya doon din sa segment ng nasa kabilang chord. Example, this one. So in circle shown in the left, AC intersects with BD at point K. So katulad niyan, yung AC and BD, they intersected at point K. So this is the center ha, wala sila sa center. And then, based on the theorem, the product of AK and KC will be equal to the product of DK and KB. So ganun lamang po kadali. Equal daw po silang dalawa. So the product of AK and KC will be equal to the product of DK and BK and DK. Okay? So gamit tayo ng measurement para mas madali maintindihan. Okay? So based sa theorem, AK times KC will be equal to BK times KD. So pwede niyong pagbaliktarin ha, pwedeng mauna tong BK, KD sa kabila. It doesn't matter, the result will be the same. Okay, basta dapat ang magka-partner ay yung magkasama sa chord. Tanda na, ang magka-partner ay yung magkasama sa chord. Okay? So let us try now. Substitute AK with 4. Substitute KC with X because that is missing. Hahanapin natin yung value nun. Equals BK which is 6 and KD which is 8. So perform the operations. Multiply lang po iyan. That will be 4x will be equal to 48. And after that, times sa 1/4 or i-divide sa 4, parehas lang. That will give us 12 units. Therefore, KC is equal to 12 units. Let's have another one. So we have here HS and SX. And we are looking for the SG. We are looking for the value of SG. So based sa theorem, we have FS times SL is equal to HS times SG. As I said before, pwedeng mauna ito dito, walang problema yon. So what is the value of SG? Okay, mag-solve. What is the value of SG? Gamitin natin ang chat pane para maglagay ng sagot. What is the value of SG? Okay na? May sagot na? How about the others? Okay. So kung gagawin natin yan, substitute lang natin, the value of Fs is 8. And the value of SL is 12. Ayan, sinubstitute. Equals HS, which is 6, and SG, which is X, the missing one. So perform the operations. 8 times 12, that will give us 96. and equals siya sa 6x. Okay, divide sa 6 or times sa 1 over 6, we have 16 units. So the answer is 16 units. Ganun lang kadali. Last one. So, ang magka-partner is SO, OV, tsaka RO, OT. What is the value of SO of X? What is the value of SO? Wala pa rin. Ano ang value ng SO? Oh, may kulang kayo guys. Ano kayang kulang? Yon. Very good. So, the answer is, ayan. So, yung RO, magka-partner, tsaka yung OT, and then we have SO and OV. Pwede mauna SO, OV kung anong gusto niyo. So, we have 9 times 12 is equal to X times 10. And that will be 108 times 10X. So, after that, you just have to divide sa 10 or times sa 1 over 10. And then we will have the answer of 10.8 units. Okay, that's good. So that is the first theorem regarding the segments that were formed inside the circle by two chords. Next tayo, doon tayo sa segments that are formed by two secants. So when two secants intersect and meet at an exterior point, the product of the whole secant times the outside segment, ayan the whole length of the secant times the external segment, the whole length of the secant times the external segment. Sa madaling sabi, buo times labas is equal to buo times labas. Again, buong segment times yung nasa labas niya na part is equal to buong segment again times sa nasa labas niya na part. Malinaw? Let us try. Ayan. So AC is measuring 15 units. So ganun kahaba yung AC. And yung outside, which is BC, is X. So that is missing. Then we have ED. Yung ED ay may sukat na 7 and yung DC ay may sukat na 5. So how will we solve that? So again, based on the theorem, AC, yung kabuuan times BC, yung nasa labas niya, will be equal to EC, yung kabuuan ulit, times DC, yung kanyang nasa labas. Now, substitute 15 for AC, X for VC is equal to 12. So as you can see, this is 12. Kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin, kabuuan. So meaning, kung di given yung kabuuan, i-add lang natin yung dalawa. So that is 12. Times yung nasa labas, which is 5. Again, perform the operations. We have 15x is equal to 60. Divide by 15 or times 1 over 15. We have 4 units. Therefore, the value for BC is 4 units. Okay, ganun lang kadali. Okay, your turn. Find the value of X, HK. What is the measurement of HK? Your turn. What is the value of HK? Okay, let us see if you are correct, guys. So, based on the theorem again, HL, yung kabuuan nito, times HI, yung nasa labas, is equal to HK, yung kabuuan ulit, times HJ, yung nasa labas. And that will be 18 times 4 is equal to X times 6. And then perform the operations, 18 times 4 and X times 6. And that will give us 72 is equal to 6X. After that, perform the operation, divide sa 6 or times 1 over 6. Then we will have 12 units. So then my question is, if this is 12 units, bakit? Ilan ang sukat ng JK? If this is 12 units, what is the measurement of JK? Kasi minsan yun ang tanong, no? Okay, so that will be 6 units, ha? Minsan ganun yung tanong, guys, ha? Titingnan nyo mabuti. Minsan, ito ang hinahanap. Okay? So, alam nyo na kung paano i-solve yan. Okay, next! Next. We have SF measuring 20.8 degrees. And we have SE that is missing. Also, we have SG measuring that and SH measuring that. Okay. Answer this. Please answer this. Uy, welcome. Okay, let us see. So we have your SF times SE. That is equal to SG times SI. So substitute once again. We have 20.8 for SF and we have X for SE. That is equal to 26 for SG and 8 for SH. So that is multiplication. 20.8x is equal to 208. And after that, divide so 20.8 and we will have the answer of 10 units. So napakasimple, no? So that is how to get the measures of segments formed by 2 seconds. O, 2 seconds naman yon. How about if we have intersecting secant and tangent? So as you can see here, we have a tangent AC and a secant DC. They met or they intersect at point C, exterior point. So to get the measurement of the segments, the theorem states that the square of the tangent, again, the square of the tangent is equal to the product of the whole secant and its exterior segment. So katulad nung kanina, dito naman, dahil mag-isa na lang yung AC, i-square natin siya, yung tangent, equal pa rin siya sa buo times nasa labas. Ganun pa din. So, square kapag tangent, and then yung kabila, yung secant, is buo times labas pa din. Okay? So, let us try. We have here AC measuring 6 and DC measuring 9. The missing one is BC. Now, how will you find x. So we have here AC squared will be equal to DC times BC. Substitute, again, we have 6 squared equals to 9 times x. So we have here 36 is equal to 9x. So sinimplify lang natin yung 6 squared, naging 36. And 9 times x, we have 9x. And then, x will be equal to 36, dinivide na po sa 9, or times sa 1 over 9. And that is equal to 4 units. Ganun lamang kadali. Oh, your turn. Find the value of ST. What is the measurement of ST? Okay na? What is the measurement of x? Okay, ayan na. Naglalabasan na ang ating mga answers. Okay, tignan natin if you are correct, guys. So again, TV, yung secant, ay yung tangent that will be squared. This is TV, yung tangent, is equal to TR times TS, kabuuan times nasa labas. So we have here 8 squared is equal to 14x. So ang gagawin lang is simplify. 8 squared is 64 equals 14 times x, that is 14x. And after that, divide sa 14 or times sa 1 over 14. And we will have 4.5714, or round it off to 2 decimal places, we have 4.57 units. Okay. Simple lang, no? Last one. Kayo ulit. We have x as PJ. O, yung tangent naman yung missing. And we have PL with 3 units and LK with 9 units. What is the measurement of PJ? What is the measurement of PJ? Sige lang, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, everyone. Motto, motto. Okay, okay. Okay. Let us see if you are correct. So, based against the theorem, we have PJ squared. Turn natin yung PJ. And that will be equal to PK times PL. So, PJ is the tangent. Etong tangent na to. Substitute natin as X. And yung kabuuan, which is 12, ayan, times yung nasa labas, which is 3. Perform, we have x squared is equal to 36. So 12 times 3 is 36. This time around, since yung x ang naka-square, and we all know that to eliminate the square or para maging x na lang siya, ang gagawin natin is the reverse, which is extracting the square root. Therefore, this will be only x na lang. And the square root of 36, merong whole number na square root, and that is 6 units. So, ganun lamang po kadali. So, let us recall, if the segments were formed by two chords, all you have to do is to multiply each segment and equate to the other one. Ibig sabihin, yung segment na magkasama sa isang chord, example here, AK, itong AK times KC, sila yung magkasama sa isang chord, equal sila sa kabila pag binultiply mo yung DK and then KB. And then, perform the operations. Substitute. Next, if the segments were formed by two intersecting secants, so, kabuuan, yung buong secant times yung nasa labas, that will be equal sa buong secant ulit times sa nasa labas. And then, substitute. Okay? And then, for the last one, the theorem here is about a tangent and a secant. So, the square of the tangent is square lang to. And then, i-multiply ulit equal ulit sa kabuuan times sa nasa labas. Okay? So, that's all for our lesson for today. Ganun lamang siya kadali, no? So, mape-perfect natin yung quiz natin, siguro. So, we will have our quiz number 5. But, before that, may I ask everyone, stop na natin yung recording. Have you already clicked